Hi everyone, Damien Fate here, and this is What If You Do Nothing in Minecraft Story Mode, Episode 6, where we take a look at some of the funny and interesting things that can happen when you decide to do nothing during the many combat, dialogue, and storyline choices in the game. As usual, the intro sequence is very easy and impossible to fail. However, if you do miss some of the prompts, then your teammates will step in and save you, sometimes in unlikely ways. One such example is this slow motion sequence where Ivor throws his sword and then moves at the speed of light to save you. I don't know about you guys, but Ivor is quickly becoming my favorite, and manages to save you over and over during the intro.
Not to worry, I've got you!
And even as all hope looks lost and you're up against the wall with a horde of zombies facing you down, Ivor can still perform a neat magic trick while you're distracted by two skeletons hiding in the grass.
Let's go already!
As I mentioned before, you can't die in any of the intro sequences to the Minecraft Story Mode games. However, after the intro sequence is finished, we're faced with a very similar situation to the last, with a bunch of zombies coming close to us. Normally, as you're hitting A, you build the stairway up, and you remove the first couple of steps behind you. But what happens if we stop building and leave those first two steps? I thought for sure that we would die here, but no, the zombies just stop and look at you. They won't even try doing those first steps. Ivor does look pretty freaked out though. Once inside the mansion, our new friend Talk Dog quickly gets killed, and it's up to Jesse to figure out how, as if it was hard. However, if you just sit and stare long enough, you'll be treated to a bunch of dialogue, and eventually things play out all by themselves, such as the pit opening up, and Ivor taking charge and pointing out the poisoned arrow.
Who would do this?
This whole thing is getting creepier by the minute.
Jesse, have you figured anything out yet?
I kind of feel like Ivor should just be the main character at this point.
Everyone, I've just noticed something very peculiar. Look!
Wait, did he just walk away from us so he can smell the arrow? Do we smell? Do I smell?
Like... yes.
At the dinner party, Captain Sparkles talks to you about the enchanted flint and steel. You can either show it to him or feign ignorance, but if you do neither, then Ivor delivers his own line.
Sorry, we don't know anything about this. What was it? Flint and steel? Sorry.
You know, flint and steel. You find it on the shelf right next to the crafting table and fishing rod. Hearing a scream from the main hall, Jesse bursts through the door to find Cassie Rose staring down a horde of zombies at the doorway. The simple solution to the problem is to flip the lever and close the door. However, if you do nothing...
Come on! Not going to sleep on me, are you?
Actually, I could use a nap.
It's me, Stampy!
During the
Everyone's
interrogation
friend.
scene, you can stare Stampy Cat down, and he really doesn't like it, but at least we get to find out who his favorite YouTuber is.
Oh, please stop with the staring. You are killing me here. I liked him.
Damien Fate.
He was the best of us. He was great.
Me too.
What do you see?
After finding a secret passageway behind a painting, you travel beyond the walls to find another spot to spy from, this time looking over the library. Lizzie enters the room and starts a conversation with Dan, and you quickly spot that the white pumpkin is also watching. While you may want to act quickly to stop him, if you sit around and wait, then you'll find out what actually happened to Captain Sparkles.
Lizzie, what are you doing in here?
I snuck in past that blonde guy. Lucas, I think. We have to talk.
About what?
I know you pushed the button.
No, that's not true.
You don't have to lie to me, Dan. I know it was an accident. I know you're not the white pumpkin.
Oh, thank goodness. That's such a relief. Yeah, it was an accident, and I felt awful about it ever since. Oh, it's such a relief to be able to talk about this. It's been absolutely tearing me up inside.
I'm sure. Haven't you learned anything about not pushing buttons?
Oh, come on. Nothing like this has ever happened when I pushed a button. I feel just so awful.
This sounds more like something Trayaurus would do. After bursting into the library, you need to decide whether to save Dan and Lizzie or go after the white pumpkin. It doesn't matter which you choose in terms of saving Lizzie because she will die either way, but the fight against the white pumpkin gets interesting when you decide to do nothing, and the scene will abruptly end with the white pumpkin leaving without collecting any of Lizzie's items, which he would do if you actually fought him properly, or if you just decided to help Dan.
That's my cue.
Come on.
Later in the game, in a secret bunker, you come face to face with the white pumpkin. Ah! Oh, it's just a mannequin. But it takes Petra a little while to realize that. Did she really have to hit me? Deeper in the bunker, you find a suspicious looking chest that's currently blocked by a cheeky cat that won't let you open it. So you need to make a fishing rod to catch a fish to get the cat to come off the chest. And I like to do as little as possible in this game, so while I do agree that I need to get some string from the cobwebs, I argue that I should already have 5 sticks. Why should I have 5 sticks? Well, check this out. Just before we climbed down a giant hole into the secret bunker, Petra gave us 5 stacks of sticks. That totals 320 sticks. Now it takes 7 sticks to make a ladder. Well, actually it makes 3 ladders, but we'll come back to that in a minute. So if we divide the 320 sticks that Jesse currently has with the number of sticks it takes to make a ladder, you'd be left with 135 ladders and 5 sticks left over. Now you could also argue that Petra had 2 stacks of sticks, which would leave her with 2 sticks remaining, and combined with Jesse's 5, they were able to make an extra 3 ladders, but I find that very hard to believe because Petra's very much a team player, and she would give each person an equal stack of sticks to make ladders with. Am I going off on a tangent here? I'm sorry, but I'm not done yet.
So let's say for argument's sake that she actually had 5 sticks left over too, because she started with 5 stacks of sticks. Well, that would leave 10 sticks, which would be enough to make another set of ladders and 3 sticks left over, which is exactly how many we need for the fishing rod, and I don't like doing more than I have to. And if I haven't scared you off with all the math yet, then let me also point out that with all those sticks, we probably made 270 ladders, which is more than the current world height of 256. So I say we should have leftover ladders too.
Just putting that out there.
Portraits?
Eventually you get into the chest and find X'd out portraits for everybody that was invited, apart from Cassie Rose, which pretty much clearly leads to the conclusion that she is the killer. However, if you can't figure it out, or just do nothing, then Stampy Cat will step in with the solution.
Jesse?
Oh, I've got it! Cassie's the one with the missing portrait. It must be Cassie!
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right.
Though you don't seem very impressed with that. Poor Stampy.
Not only is she the white pumpkin.
With the evidence in hand, it's time to point the finger at Cassie Rose. But what if you decide not to do anything? How will people know that she's the killer?
There's something that's been bothering me for a while now. Something that happened in the Great Hall shortly after Torque Dog was hit with that trap.
What's that?
Go on, Jesse. You've got this.
Where is this going?
Shh, let Jesse finish.
Yeah, come on, I'm thinking here.
That's right. You've got nothing.
Jesse, come on.
As I was saying, when we were down in the basement, we found some very interesting items. Items for the White Pumpkin's evening festivities. And there was one very significant detail.
What was this evidence?
Shh. I think Jesse's about to tell everyone.
Do you really think he's going to tell anyone?
Jesse?
Sounds like it really wasn't that significant, was it, Jesse?
Jesse, come on. You're blowing this. You can do it.
But it was the last piece of evidence, dear friends, that helped me really figure out who we were dealing with here. Cats. Dozens of calico cats, and they all look just like Winslow.
An amusing story, Jesse. But if you saw all these supposed cats just like mine, then what color is Winslow? It shouldn't be a problem if you saw 100.
Cats? Really?
Right now, I'm not even sure if they were cats.
That's what I thought.
I'm sorry, Jesse, but it just doesn't add up.
I guess that means the most likely candidate is still Lucas.
But don't worry, surprisingly, Stampy Cat reveals that he was the one that stole the flint and steel, which tips Cassie over the edge, revealing her true nature.
You? I've been stuck in this stupid world with its stupid 2 moons for years! Trapped with a portal right under my nose, but no key to open it.
Classic bad guy mistake.
Without a lever or button, we'll never get these iron doors open.
Due to one last trap, Jesse and the gang find themselves in another terrible situation. But thankfully, Jesse has an ender pearl that he can throw up top to turn off the machine. However, if you don't pull the lever, something very interesting happens.
Guess you like leverage.
Now hold up. Okay, so you appeared out of thin air, that's one thing. But you used a pun that I wanted to use in my Dumb Ways to Die video. That's my job. You can't do that. Well, that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. Your support is always appreciated. Hit me up on Twitter at DamienFayePlays, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!
Whoa, that's unexpected.
Yeah, no kidding.
They're absolutely exquisite. Perfect.
Well, not perfect,